same time, I want to offer pranam from my core of heart at the lotus feet of our worshipable Lord Sri Krishna Balaram, Sri Radha Sam Sundar Lalita Vishakha, Sri Nitai Gaur Sundar, and Srila Prabhupada, and having their mercy and blessings as the power of my existence and understanding and speaking. Today we can discuss something from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 5, text 7. Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 5, text 7. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. So you can recite the verse. Yoga Jukto Visuddhatma Vijitatma Jitendriyaha Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma Kurbannapi Nalipyate. Yoga Jukto Visuddhatma Vijitatma Jitendriyaha Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma Kurbannapi Nalipyate. So you can go for synopsis, synonyms. Yoga Jukta, engaged in devotional service. Visuddha Atma, a purified soul. Vijita Atma, self-controlled. Jita Indriyaha, having conquered the senses. Sarva Bhuta, to all living entities. Atma Bhuta Atma, compassionate. Kurbannapi, although engaged in work. Na, never. Lipyate, is entangled. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation: one who works in devotion, who is a pure soul, and who controls his mind and senses, is dear to everyone, and everyone is dear to him. Though always working, such a man is never entangled. Purport: one who is on the path of liberation by Krishna consciousness is very dear to every living being, and every living being is dear to him. This is due to his Krishna consciousness. Such a person cannot think of any living being as separate from Krishna, just as the leaves and branches of a tree are not separate from the tree. He knows very well that by pouring water on the root of the tree, the water will be distributed to all the leaves and branches, or by supplying food to the stomach, the energy is automatically distributed throughout the body. Because one who works, because one who works in Krishna consciousness is servant to all. He is very dear to everyone, and because everyone is satisfied by his work, he is pure in consciousness. Because he is pure in consciousness, his mind is completely controlled. And because his mind is controlled, his senses are also controlled. Because his mind is always fixed on Krishna, there is no chance of his being deviated from Krishna, nor is there a chance that he will engage his senses in matters other than the service of the Lord. Other than the, he doesn't like, other than the service of Lord. He does not like to hear anything except topics relating to Krishna. He does not like to eat anything which is not offered to Krishna. And he does not wish to go anywhere if Krishna is not involved. Therefore, his senses are controlled. A man of controlled senses cannot be offensive to anyone. One may ask, why then was Arjuna offensive in battle to others? Was not he in Krishna consciousness? Arjuna was only superficially offensive because as has been explained in the second chapter, all the assembled persons on the battlefield would continue to live individually as the soul cannot be slain. So spiritually, no one was killed on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Only their dresses were changed by the order of Krishna, who was personally present there. Therefore, Arjuna, while fighting on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, was not really fighting at all. He was simply carrying out the orders of Krishna in full Krishna consciousness. Such a person is never entangled in the reactions of work. Kurbannapi na lipyate. Om ajnanam timirandhasya jnanam janasalakaya चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं. वन्दे अहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणं रघुनाथं नितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखानितं च. हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत श्री राधा कांत नमस्तुते. तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये. जय त्वां सुरतो पंग नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने. नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. So, this verse is a description of a person who is trying in the path of Krishna consciousness to achieve liberation. This is karma lakshana. Karma yogi, yoga yukta. The first word is yoga yukta. Yoga yukta means he is engaged in some activities. Being engaged in some activities, how somebody can be free from the entanglement of engagement? So this is the technique is described here. Krishna is telling the karma yoga lakshana. This is karma yoga because yoga yukta is engaged in activities, doing some activities. And also in the final word, kurbannapi na nilpyate, that means he is doing something. But even if he is doing some works, but he is not entangled in it. He is free from the bondage, free from the reactions. How it happens? So the 4-5 conditions Krishna is telling here. First, those who want to be engaged in Yoga Yukta means engaged in service and will be free from the reaction, then he has to have these qualities. Which qualities? First is he should be Visuddhatma, he should be Vijitatma, he should be Jitendriya, and he should be Sarva Bhutatma. These 4 as required for a Yoga Yukta. Then he can be Kurbanapi Nalipyate. Even if he engaged, he will be free from entanglement. So this is the way. So now, this is a heavy course, Baba. You have to do all these things. Visuddhatma, Vijitatma, Jitendriya. One Acharya says this is Para. The Purva is more powerful. Purva means the Visuddhatma is more powerful, then less is Vijitatma, then less is Jitendriya. Because you start from Jitendriya. First you have to control your senses. If you are Jitendriya, if you control your senses, then you can control your intelligence, your mind, and you can become Visuddhatma means you can be free from contamination of your consciousness, a pure consciousness, pure intelligence or pure mind, and pure senses and pure consciousness. So it's more subtle and subtle. Indriya is little grass. Then Mana and Buddhi, this is Vijitatma, the second one. This is little more subtle. And then fully subtle Visuddhatma, the Suddhanta Karana. Pure consciousness. And if somebody achieve all these 3, if somebody is sense is controlled, control senses, control intelligence and mind, and pure consciousness, then how his characteristics? Then he will be approved by everybody. Everybody likes him. Everybody likes him. Anything. Sarva Bhutatma. Sarva Bhutatma means he will like everybody and everybody will like him. Like his self, he will see everybody like himself and everybody will consider him like themselves. So he will be very, very dear to everybody and everybody will dear to him. So now Prabhupada is explaining so how to achieve. So if somebody just become Krishna conscious, then everything, all the things will be lined up. Everything automatically happens. So that's a proportion. One who is in path of liberation by Krishna consciousness. There are so many ways to achieve liberation. And Dhyana Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, all this. It's still not going to all other paths. If somebody is take to the path of Krishna consciousness and he want to be get liberation, so then he doesn't have to go through. He has to first control his senses. Baba, to control senses is not easy things. Sense control, those are Jitendriya. In Manusmriti, it's told who is a Jitendriya. Like we have these 5 things now. 5 senses, knowledge acquiring senses. Like we can hear, 5 things you can get. We can hear, we can see, we can taste, we can touch, and we can smell. So these are 5 things. So if somebody is not totally bewildered, if somebody is not bewildered by hearing nice things, by eating nice things, tasty things, by seeing very lovely figure, by smelling the lovely smell, by touching the soft uh, touch, and yes, and by, yeah. So all the senses, if by touching, by smelling, by speaking, by looking, by hearing, and by eating also, if one is not bewilderment, one is not becoming very happy, not very unhappy, is maintained his position, equilibrium, equal, is not carried away by these things, not bewildered. So then he can be called as Vijitendriya. He is controlled, sense controlled. So it is not easy things to become sense controlled. We have seen in Purana's description that big rishis, munis, they have tried in very difficult way in yogic process thousands of years, and then by simply, by not even by looking, by hearing some twinkling sound of sense subject, by looking at sense subject, by touching something, one of them is enough. One of these senses are enough to make us fall down. So if we have all five of them are alert to make us down, then how we can save? It is very really dangerous. So to become sense control is not that easy. It's really not easy. And then first you become sense control, then become control mind. All the senses are controlled by the mind. So you have to control the mind. And then by controlling the mind, you have to control the buddhi. The Vijita Atma means Jita Buddhi. You have to control the intelligence. The controlling intelligence means you have to control the mind too. First senses, then mind, then intelligence, then you have to control the consciousness, purify the consciousness. All these 3-4 positions you have to be, it's not that easy, Baba, to become all these things. And then if you pass all these, become all these things, then you can become Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma. Then you become and then okay. Hare Krishna. So some problem was there. Anyway, so then only he can become kurban api nalipyate. Even if he engaged in some works, then he will be free from the action. He will be free from entanglement. So it is not that easy process. But Prabhupada is telling, and Krishna is telling also, that if somebody just accept the path of Krishna consciousness, path of Bhakti Yoga, then he will immediately become, if somebody become a devotee, then automatically he will become dear to everybody and everybody will become dear to him. This is due to his Krishna consciousness. Such a person cannot think a living entity separate from Krishna. Because if he will become really Krishna conscious, then he will consider all the entities, all the living entities of all species that they are part and parcel of Krishna. They are all part and parcel. They are not different from Krishna. Sakale samman dive jani Krishna adhishtan. Krishna, they are all the sitting place of my Lord. Krishna, Krishna adhisthana. All the entities are Krishna adhisthana. So he will be respectful to everybody. Everybody. He will not see. So though they have different shape, but Krishna is present in all of them. And in Krishna, everybody is there because they are part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna is whole. They are part. So he can understand this connection and will see everybody related to Krishna and Krishna in related to everybody. Such a person, he is thinking like that, and just like considering the pouring the water in the root of the tree, then all branches, leaves, fruits, flowers, everything getting watered. So it doesn't have to go separately to all branches, to leaves, flowers, fruits, to water everything. No, they will get everything just if you pour water in the root. Similarly, if somebody just take care of Krishna, just serve Krishna, then he can serve each and every living entity, because Krishna is the whole. If you touch the whole, then the all parts will cover. Everything is there. Everything is in Krishna. So it is very difficult to go to everything, everybody, everything. But if you, the essence of everything is Krishna, everybody is there in Krishna. So if you just serve Krishna and become Krishna consciousness, then you will be conscious of all living entities. Serve Krishna means you are servant to all. You will serve all. So this is a technique. And then just by doing this, just by doing devotion and surrendering to Krishna, by the mercy of Krishna, you will become Krishna conscious, then you will become sense controlled. The Prabhupada has explained how you will become sense controlled. Just like I told that all these 5 things, you will not bewilder you. By seeing, by looking a beautiful object, by hearing a beautiful sound, by tasting a beautiful food, by smelling a beautiful smell, by touching a soft, beautiful touch, you will never become bewildered. And that is the sign of sense control. So a Krishna conscious person, Prabhupada is saying, if somebody is good devotee of Krishna and Krishna conscious, then he will never go anywhere if there is no Krishna there, no involvement in Krishna. He will see only Krishna, and anything he will see in relation with Krishna. And anything will do, eat, go, work, anything. So in the connection with Krishna, in relation with Krishna. So if Krishna is in center, whatever you do, everything you do, touch, smell, every sense, if Krishna is in center of everything, all our senses are connected to Krishna somehow or other. All these activities like hearing, looking, smelling, eating, touching, tasting, everything, if it is in Krishna consciousness or by in keeping Krishna in center we are doing, then automatically by the grace of Krishna, they will be controlled. You don't have to do extra efforts. Oh, I can see her and still I will be controlled. I can touch, then I will be controlled. I can hear. Then don't, just connect yourself to Krishna. That's it. Just to connect yourself to Krishna, be Krishna conscious, chant his name, eat his prasad, see his deity, went to his dham, do parikrama, all these things, hear about him. So then automatically by the grace and by the mercy of Krishna, your senses will be attached to Krishna and will become so eager to serve Krishna and will taste this hair taste. They will automatically become distasteful from all these material sense subjects. Automatically will become your senses become controlled. Will senses be controlled by Krishna, attached to Krishna. attracted by Krishna, that automatically sense control happens. Then you will not engage your senses in some other than Krishna's, some material things or material objects. So that means automatically your sense is controlled. If sense controlled, and if you are engaged in Krishna's service, then your mind is there and intelligence is there. Your intelligence is thinking how to serve Krishna properly. Your mind is thinking and making planning and willing and thinking how to serve Krishna properly, how to serve Krishna's devotee properly and make them happy. So if your senses, mind and intelligence are fully engaged in the service of Krishna and his devotees, how to make them please, so that means that is the symptoms of a controlled senses person. If somebody is really fully sense controlled, he will not just sit in Himalaya in a cave or something like that. No, they really prove of a fully sense controlled people in a very proper way is that he is fully thinking, doing, feeling, planning, everything. And he's engaging his intelligence, his mind, all his senses is Krishna's service, and Krishna serving to Krishna and his devotees, and he is preaching mission. Then that is the meaning of controlled senses. It is activities. So then you will not become angry, you will not become agitated, you will not become all these things. So this is the proof that will become Vijitendriya, and will become Vijitatma, and will Vijitatma, Visuddhatma also, pure consciousness. Because if Krishna is there, then he is the utmost pure. Then all your consciousness is pure. If you connected Krishna, thinking, feeling, willing about Krishna, then you are pure in consciousness. Then you will be, all your things will be spiritualized. Mahatmanang stamang partha daivi prakriti maasrita. Then you will be controlled by the internal energy, the spiritual energy, not by this material energy. So, so if somebody asks Prabhupada, raise this, if somebody asks why you are saying he will not become agitated, he will not chastise anybody, he will not become enemy to anybody, but Arjuna, he was so great enemy that he was fighting and all these things, and he will not become offensive. Arjuna, he was killing. What kind of offense? He was killing to his senior person, to his guru, to his great grandfather, and everybody. He was to his senior persons. He was killing. He was saying it is not offensive. So Prabhupada is answering, no, he was not at all offensive, because he was not doing all this killing, feeling. Arjuna was not at all engaged in killing in the battle. Rather, he was just following the order of Krishna in fully Krishna consciousness. That he was doing. He was just carrying out the order of Krishna, executing the duty as prescribed by Krishna in his presence. So that's why all this, they all died. No, they are not died. That's already says. They are all not died. See, one thing also is Sarva Bhutatma. Somebody may take it in other way, in Mayavadi way, that seeing everybody as one. Sarva Bhutan, your soul is the soul of everybody in the Paramatma. You are the Atma. The Atma is Paramatma. Same. No. It's not said like this. They may take it into this way, but we should be very careful. Devotee's understanding is that Prabhupada mentioned, that's in second chapter. Krishna already very clearly, distinguishedly told that Natya Vahang Jatunasang Sarva Bhayamata Paraha, that everybody has to maintain their individuality. Arjun, all these kings and everybody assembled here, they are separate individual. Even they die or what, they are individual soul. They can't be separate. They can't be together. They can't be one. Always, they are eternally, they are individual, separate individual. Natya vahang jato nasang natya neme janadhipa. So particularly Krishna told that. So that's why we should not think that no, it is all becoming together. No. That means everybody likes this person. If somebody is in fully Krishna's consciousness, then he will be liked by everybody, and everybody will like him. So this is what, then how Arjuna was killing everybody, everybody trying to kill Arjuna. Now this is because in the presence of Krishna, Krishna only told do that. So then you have to execute what Krishna says. That is our business, to follow the instruction of Krishna only. So he was following the direct instruction of Krishna, and they are all dying. No, this is not dying. That's what Krishna told in second chapter. They are not dying. They're just changing their dress. The dress changing business. So if the jnana, those who are jnani, those who are knowledgeable person, they can understand this utkramantam sitang vapi bhunjanam va gunanitam. How the soul, the living soul, how is staying in the body and changing his body, and he's enjoying in the inside the body. All these three things only jnani they can understand. Those who are vimuna, they can't understand it. They don't know how it is happening. So, but by the help of Krishna, Arjuna could understand it, that they are just changing their bodies. They are not. I am not killing them. They are not dying also. Jasya nahankrito bhava buddhir jasya nalipati. If somebody has no ahankar bhava, if somebody is fully in Krishna consciousness, eating, sleeping, chanting, doing, thinking, feeling, willing for Krishna, keeping Krishna, then how he can develop a ahankar that I am doing, I am doer? No, everything I am doing center Krishna. So then nahankrita bhava, your ahankar will finish, and your intelligence will be engaged in Krishna's fulfilling, executing the Krishna's things. Buddhijasya nalipyati. Neither you will entangle your intelligence in your personal matter separately, neither you will have your ego, or you will be. So everything will be fully channelized, fully controlled by the, if you are following the instructions of Krishna. So then there is no separate agenda, there is no something. So that's why hatvapi samyang loke nahanti na nivadhyate. Even if you kill somebody, nobody will consider you as a murderer. No. Just like another example, in a soldier in a fighting, if the captain ordered fire, so he fire and kill some people, so nobody will consider him as a murderer. No, not like that. But if you do separate privately, then you will. So like that. See, if we are always in Krishna consciousness and doing everything for Krishna, then all your mind, intelligence, and consciousness and your senses, everything will be controlled, and you will become very dear to everybody, and everybody will become. This is another example. This Mrugari. Mrugari, before meeting to Narada Muni, he was not killing them. He was making them half kill, and he was enjoying by seeing they are torturing, and he was enjoying. But then by the help of Narada Muni, he could understand, and then Narada Muni said, forget all these things, break this bow, and give out all your opulences, all things, whatever you possess, you give it away, everything, and just become penniless and come here. It is not that easy. If somebody tell us like that, we said, no, forget it. No. So, but he fully agreed and surrendered whatever Narada says, and he did it. He broke his bow, and he give up all whatever he has possession, and all his family members become penniless, and just come back to Naraji. Now what to do? You have nothing to eat, even no sleeping, no house, nothing. But forget everything. Just sit down here. Bring a tulsi plant and sit down around and chant. So they did only that. Naraji told, just do that. Just sit around the tulsi plant and just chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Forget where is your house, where is your food, where is your bed. Everything will be arranged. And practically, just by doing that, by the grace of Krishna, everything arranged. He got enough prasad, he got his accommodation, they got his sleeping. Everything they got. People are coming. Oh, this Mrugari so quickly became a saintly person. People come. So everybody, those who are very fearful, this is so cruel Mrugari, but this cruel Mrugari becomes so compassionate. Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma. When next time Narad Muni and Parvat Muni was coming, and Mrugari was going to, my Guru Dev is coming, I'm going to offer Dandavat Pranam. When he was walking, some ants were going on the road, and he was jumping because he was careful. He doesn't want to step on the ants. Even the Parvat Muni saw, oh, dear Naraji, your disciple, why is jumping up and down? He said, you ask him. And Parvat Muni asked when they offer, why you are doing like that? Now, because I was, some ants were there on the road, so I was very careful. I don't want to put my step on them. Baba, a month before, you are the number one cruel person, killing many animals and torturing them like anything. Now, yes, that was, but now, by the grace of my Gurudev, Naraji, and I am busy now in just chanting, and this is the effect. This is the effect of Krishna Bhakti. This is the effect of Krishna consciousness, that I have changed this cruel, this so furious, cruel personality, Mrugari, after few days now become a great devotee, a Vaishnava, so much so that he doesn't want to step on his small ant. What to speak of other things? Not to step on ants. When he is walking, he is very careful. If somebody is there and the ant is there in the road or not. Even if we are so-called devotees, we are not devotee. We are so-called devotee. When we are walking in parikrama or something like that, or morning walk, we are not that conscious, or not that cautious or careful or alert whether we are stepping on some insects or some ants like that. But that Mrugari, he was going to offer Dandavat Pranam to Naraji, and he was so conscious, he was jumping up and down to avoid to step on the ants even. See, this is the perfect effect of the Krishna consciousness, the devotion to Krishna. So we are not that serious like Mrugari, so that's why we are not getting that effect even now. But if anybody will become so surrendered and so serious, definitely will get that effect. So that is its Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma. That Mrugari became Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma. He was so dear that even Parvat Muni, Naraji, all the villagers, people, they gave gifts like anything. Uri Baba, you are great. You are not no more cruel person. We want to give some gifts to you. Take this. Many things you got. He complained Naraji after some days. My Gurudev, why you are supplying so much? We are only 4 or 5 members in our family. This is too much. We are supplying. So many foodstuffs I'm getting. So many things. Please stop. See, when he was doing whole day work, killing animals and selling them, and he was not getting enough. Now he's not doing anything. But he's getting so much supply that he's saying, please stop. I don't want that much. And before he was not that. Even he was working so hard. So this is the effect, but in layman, they cannot understand how come this happened. And this is science, the science of Krishna consciousness. Because Krishna is the central pivot of everybody, everything. He is the root of the whole universe, of everything, every entity centered around Krishna. Krishna is as a whole and the root of the whole universe. So if you water to Krishna, if you please to Krishna, if you serve to Krishna, if you think of Krishna, become Krishna consciousness, then you are supremely conscious. Then you are serving everybody. Then you are become dear to everybody. If you become dear to Krishna, then each and every living entity will become dear to you and it will be liked by everybody. This is science. This is science. So, but this will happen if somebody will become seriously Krishna conscious. But without becoming Krishna conscious, if you try to become sense controlled, My God, what become a sense control? One sense, forget we have five, so many senses. Just one sense can you control? Oh my God. All of us are, every day-to-day life, we know, it is too difficult to control the senses and control the mind and control the intelligence. Really next to impossible. Arjuna at that time, 5,000 years ago, Arjuna declared, my dear Krishna, what are you saying? This controlling mind is impossible thing. It's impossible. Even if I can try to control the wind, but it's not possible to control the mind. Krishna said, of course you are saying right thing. This is fact. It's that difficult to control the mind. But Arjun, you have to control. Hey, Baba, how can it be possible? Yes, practice makes him perfect. You have to practice. So you have to practice to become Krishna conscious. Slowly, slowly, the more we will become surrendered and more become serious, and all our thinking, feeling, willing, and all our senses, if centered around Krishna, whatever you are eating, if you eat Krishna Prasad, whatever you are touching, if you touch the devotee of Krishna, whatever you are going, you go to the Krishna's place, whatever hearing, to hear Krishna's glories, Krishna's name, whatever you are speaking, speak about Krishna, whatever you are. So all your senses should be used in Krishna, just like Amrish Maharaj are doing. Savi mana Krishna padara vindayo, karo mandir marjana adishu, like that. All our body parts and all our senses, if we engaged in Krishna service, then that is very short and sweet process, very short and sweet process of becoming Vijitendriya, becoming Vijitatma, becoming Visuddhatma. And not only that, becoming Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma. Not only that, you will become, you will achieve the position that Kurbanapi Nalipyate. Even if you engaged in some some kind of work, any kind of work, you will not be entangled in that work. You will free from the bondage of work. That is called proper Yoga Jukta. That is Yoga Jukta. In this yoga, this is Bhakti Yoga. In this Bhakti Yoga, this is so easy, and simply you can do that easily. But if you go to other yoga process to becoming like that, then it is next to impossible. It's not possible in this lifetime. Everybody knows that. It's how difficult it is to control the senses and control the mind, how to speak of intelligence, how to speak of consciousness. But just not doing any kind of our mental adjustment, this, that, forget doing anything. Just start with chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So just by chanting these things, slowly, slowly, our antakarana, our consciousness, our thinking, feeling will start becoming purified. Slowly, slowly, its purification will take time because it's some millions of lifetimes it's contaminated. Now we are starting cleaning. It will take time, but it will be clean, fully clean. Then, if consciousness clean, then our senses will be controlled, mind will be controlled, intelligence will be controlled. Just everything will be lined up and perfect in the situation. All are in properly situated in Krishna consciousness. If we start this Bhakti Yoga seriously to Krishna, and you will become dear to everybody, because if you please Krishna, then you can please every single entity. And if you please every single entity, then whom you become offensive to whom, towards whom you will become offensive, who will become angry to you? No. Like Yudhishthira Maharaj will become Ajata Satru. Your Satru will not even take birth. Ajat Satru. Yes. You can say how Yudhishthira Maharaj is Ajat Satru. 11 Akhyoni, Satru was standing against him. Yes, they were standing. They are thinking Yudhishthira Maharaj as their enemy, but Yudhishthira Maharaj was not thinking them as their enemy. Yudhishthira Maharaj was thinking everybody is Krishna's follower and everybody is devotee, everybody is mine, nobody is my enemy. Even he was in his whole lifetime, Yudhishthira Maharaj never called Duryodhana as Duryodhana. He was telling him as Suyodhana. He was saying he's a good boy. He was not considering him as bad. So this is a technique how to in a very shortcut way, in very sweet way, and very able way, very perfect way to become free from entanglement of reaction of work, kurbanapi nalipyate, by being Vijitendriya, by being Visuddhatma, by becoming Vijitatma, and in Yoga Yukta also. So that's what, if somebody just take to seriously this process of Krishna consciousness, this easily all these things can be happen. That can be very quick and easy, depending upon the degree of surrender. You can say that how we are since so many years, well, nothing, because we are not that serious. As serious as surrender, degree of surrender, all these things, achievements, depends upon the degree of surrender you are. We have only 2% surrender now. So 2% result you are getting. If you get 10%, you will get 10%. Je jathamang prapadyante tang sathyo bhajami. Whatever percent of surrender you are doing, whatever percentage of achievement you will get, you are getting. Okay, this all depends upon how much serious and surrendered we are to the lotus feet of Krishna, to the will of Krishna, to the instructions and to the plans of Krishna. We have to dovetail everything according to the will and desire of Krishna. So then everything will start falling in line of everything. Senses, mind, intelligences, consciousness, everybody will in line up in properly. If you just will become Krishna conscious. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna to all of you. Is there any comments or question?
Hare Krishna, does anyone have comments or questions? I've allowed you to unmute, or you can raise your hand. Okay, Maharaj, one question has come on the chat from Kevalananda Prabhu. How can we overcome old habits?
Just by becoming Krishna conscious, slowly all these habits will go away. We don't have to do any extra efforts for it. If you eat Krishna prasadam, tasty Krishna prasadam, the taste of all distaste foods will go away automatically. Slowly it will go away. Before this Kevalananda can experience, before joining to this ISKCON, many devotees like him, they were taking teas and taking non-veg and many other things. But by joining and taking nice, delicious prasad, then forgetting that taste, no, this is good. So like that, the old habits will go away. If we accept the really good habits, then this will become distasteful.
Vrindavaneshwari, please ask.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna Maharaj, I want
Yes.
to ask, when
Yes.
Arjuna had Krishna in front of him, so he could
Yes.
take direct instructions from Krishna.
Yes.
But what about us? And we are not still in that elevated Krishna consciousness. So
But
how do I learn what is right for me?
though we are not that fortunate enough that Krishna is with us in front of us, but Krishna's representative is there and Krishna's instructions, teachings are there in front of us. So we can take benefit of them. Representative are almost same to the person. You know,
Yes. Yes.
if the government order is come with the government paper signed up, then we will think, no, I will not accept it. The government should come, then I will accept it. No, the foolishness.
Yes.
The representative of Krishna is there, and the
Yes.
teachings and direct words and instruction of Krishna is there, then we should take it. That's Krishna's.
Right.
This Bhagavad Gita is direct order of Krishna. He
Yes.
spoke personally, so it is there.
Yes.
Krishna is so kind, so he has leave us this Bhagavad Gita for us. We should accept that is the direct order of Krishna.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, there's a couple of questions on the chat, Maharaj. First one from Neelananda. He is asking, how can I know that I have become a Madhyamadikari from a neophyte?
By your activities, you can check that whether I am in neophyte stage or in Madhyamadikari stage. By seeing your activities, by judging your nature, you can ascertain, you can decide. Yes.
And next question is from Kushbu. How can we develop devotion and attraction to the lotus feet of Krishna?
By practicing Krishna consciousness as per the instruction given by the representative of Krishna, and sometimes direct by Krishna too. If you practice seriously, then you develop attraction to the lotus feet of Krishna. There's no doubt. And sometimes you have to hear a lot about Krishna. Then there's a nice way to get attachment towards Krishna if you hear about Krishna. Okay.
Thank you so much, Maharaj. Lovely class.
Are they
one-
those who are they
one-
satisfied?
More questions come, Maharaj.
No,
From-
I'm asking those who are asking in the chat box. So by hearing the answers, are they satisfied or not? Still not satisfied? How do I know?
We got a
Because
thank you from.
I
we got
can-
thank
I
you from
neither
Nanda.
I can see the rupa nor the sabda, nothing.
Okay.
Yes, Maharaj. Yes, Maharaji, I'm satisfied with the answer.
Yes,
Hare Krishna Maharaji, Dandavat Pranam. Yes, Maharaji, I listened, I heard the answer. I'm satisfied with it. I will hear more lectures on, hear more about Krishna.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, more question. From Poonam Natu. Though a Krishna conscious person considers everyone dear to him, the reverse is not always true. Materialists try to run away from Krishna conscious people.
That is their problem. That is not the problem of a conscious person. He is feeling everybody dear, but if somebody is going away, so that is his problem. That is his madness. Just like I gave the example of Yudhishthira Maharaj. Everybody in Shastra told that Yudhishthira Maharaj is Ajata Satru. Yudhishthira Maharaj will never consider anybody as his enemy. But Gyara Akhyoni was standing in front of him to fight with him. So that is their problem. It's not the problem of Yudhishthira Maharaj. Okay.
Okay, Divya Panchal has asked, why are there so many Devas and Devis in Indian culture?
But they are, because they, in a not in culture, in a government, so many officials are required, na? So many departments are there. So all the Devatis are department heads. So why you are considering as the supreme? So they are just department heads. They are working under in Krishna's government. Because the vast government, so many departments are there. So many personal department heads required to control.
Nancy Chaudhary has a question. Please unmute and ask.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Prabhuji, one thing about this question, what is the Krishna Krishna conscious of the devotees in her mind?
I cannot hear. What is Krishna? Difference between what you are asking?
What is the Krishna consciousness devoted on your her mind?
Krishna conscious, our mind. Lavang Lagya Mataji, can you tell clearly what is it?
I don't quite understand. You're asking what is Krishna consciousness and what about the mind? How does that related? What is exactly your question?
Oh, that's what he's asking. The mind and Krishna consciousness. What is the difference, or what? What is he asking?
Can you clarify?
Prabhuji.
Can you make clear?
Yes.
What is it?
Can you
I think
speak your question clearly?
she herself is confused.
प्रभु जी what is Krishna conscious क्या होता है ये
Oh,
पूछना
yes.
चाह रहे हैं.
Good. Tell me, what is Krishna consciousness? Krishna consciousness is, do you know what is consciousness?
No प्रभु जी.
So that is problem. You don't know what is consciousness. Consciousness means if now you are feeling hot or cold. Okay, forget that. If somebody if somebody give you a heavy slap, how do you feel?
अच्छा नहीं लगेगा प्रभु जी.
अच्छा नहीं लगेगा ना, आपको बुरा लगेगा ना. हाँ, तो वही जो लगेगा, लगना हो कॉन्शियसनेस है.
ओके
ओके
ओके.
जब सोचते रहेगा, अपने कृष्ण के बारे में सोचते हैं, कृष्ण के बारे में, वही सोचना ही कृष्ण कॉन्शियसनेस, चेतना. कृष्ण है, यही सोचना ही कॉन्शियसनेस. Any other thing?
Yes, one of your questions, your question, Neelananda asked you a question about how you see how you're progressing. He's not understanding that you said you can see how you're progressing by your attitude. He does not quite understand how that works.
Okay. So you can just see the progress depends upon how much attachment you are increasing, your attachment is increasing towards Krishna, and how much detachment you are getting from material things. That is the parameter of your progress. If you progress, that means you are getting detached from material things and getting attached towards Krishna and Krishna's devotee. That is the parameter of measurement of our progress. Do you understand now?
Yes, Maharaji.
Okay, good. So now you can measure.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
you can
yeah.
measure. Yes.
Okay. Dandavat Pranam, Maharaji.
You are still attached to Rasgulla or chai or coffee or to prasadam, halwa or what. You can measure it. Your
Okay.
attachment and detachment. Yeah.
Maharaji, one more question can I ask?
Yes.
Maharaji, actually, I'm a practitioner and I practice for the 8 days, but at the 9th days, I miss the japa time. Actually, I do chanting at the fixed time, like it's in Brahm Muhurta, but at the 9th day, I forget and, something happens to my body, like severe pain, any kind of random disease, crop up. So due to that, I could not do at that day, at that time, on that day. So how should I see it? People say it is fall down. Is this?
No. Not that. You are doing it alone or you are with some devotees?
No, I am a married woman. I am at my home and I am only would-be devotee. I cannot say that I am a devotee. I am a would-be.
If you would be taking the association of some devotees, then these things will not happen. But you are doing good. You are trying at least.
at least you are doing a 7-day, 8-day, 9th day you are getting plugged down, isn't it?
Yes.
So you keep on continuing and keep on hearing these classes and connection devotees. Slowly, you will conquer it. This thing will go away.
Okay. Thank you, Maharaji. Danvat Pranam. Your servant.
Okay. Keep communication always. Whenever
Okay.
there is problem, then ask
Yes.
why these things happening, how to get it out.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm satisfied with your answer, Maharaji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, I think that's everything now, Maharaj. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.